Hello, Blue Crew, and welcome to the first edition of our new series here on Blue World Plus called You Complain, We Explain. Well, you know, the deal is we notice the same or similar comments very often on our channel, and we think, you know, that's a good point. We should probably make a video about that. So Noah and I have finally decided to actually do that. Make some videos talking about some of the concepts and concerns and complaints that you have that you put in our comments. So we thought it would be kind of fun. So today's episode of You Complain, We Explain is talking about pronunciation. So here's the dilemma that I always have when I'm working on narrating an episode. And that is, how do I pronounce names of places that are not always pronounced the same to different people? So for example, a big one we hear about a lot, the Cayman Islands. So we've done a number of episodes in the Cayman Islands, and here in America, we say Cayman. Cayman Islands, Grand Cayman, Little Cayman, Cayman Brac. Unfortunately, in the Cayman Islands, that's not how they say it. They say, well, if you have a Caymanian accent, you would say Cayman. And if you're a British guy living in the Cayman Islands and you speak like with the locals a lot, you'll end up saying something like Cayman Islands. And their emphasis being on the word man, Cayman. So Cayman or Cayman. But if I say that in a video, all the Americans in the audience say, why are you saying it weird? That's not right. We say Cayman. But if I say it Cayman, then the people that live in the Cayman Islands are a little bit annoyed that I didn't manage to pronounce the name of their country correctly. So this is a dilemma. And one of the things that I use to help make that decision is the fact that about 50% of the viewers of Blue World are actually North American. American and Canadians are like 51% on a typical video. And the whole rest of the world is the other 50%. So that, what that means is, our main demographic, not to say that we don't want to make content that everybody in the world loves and enjoys, but English-speaking countries are about 75% of our views, and North America is about 50%. So the vast majority of our viewers are going to be Americans or Canadians. So in that regard, using pronunciation that seems familiar to that group sometimes makes the most sense. But you will often find that even within the United States, we can't agree on how to pronounce things. I mean, I'll give you a couple examples. I got yelled at by one of our viewers for pronouncing Nevada wrong, because if you apparently live in Nevada, it's Nevada. Who knows? I don't know. Nevada. In New England, where I'm from, we say Nevada. So that just sounds normal to me. Nevada, I don't know, that doesn't sound right, but I mean, I guess that's how you pronounce it if you're from Nevada. So I apologize to our Nevadians. I apologize. Then we have a state, Oregon. If you live in Oregon, you say Oregon, I think. But most of the United States says Oregon, which I'm told is completely incorrect. I've always said Oregon. I don't know why. So we have a city called Spokane in Washington State. It looks like it's spelled Spokane. It looks like Spokane. Most people say Spokane, but if you're from the area, it's apparently Spokane. And of course, in New England, we've got some weird ones. There's a city in Maine that we pronounce Calais. It's spelled like Calais, in France, but they say Calais. And if you say, hey, can you give me directions to Calais? They'll be like, we know you're not from around here, are ya? So there's one. And in Massachusetts, we have a town pronounced Berlin. Spelled like Berlin in Germany, but I'm guessing they didn't want to be confused with the German city, so they went with Berlin. So if you're not from locally, you would not know that. So we have a number of places that we've had this problem. For example, we did some cave diving episodes in Andros in the Bahamas. I say Andros. Most Americans say Andros. Some people say ANDROS. And apparently, if you're Bahamian, it's something like ANDROS, like it's like the O isn't even there. It's like ANDROS. So I apologize. I still don't know how you pronounce that island. No idea. Another one that you're about to see in a number of episodes coming up, we did a big expedition to Portugal, which was so much fun. And we are, seeing the diving in Europe, which we've never done before. And there's so much great diving there. And we went to an island with some amazing diving that I have always called Madeira. But it is pronounced by the Portuguese Madeira. Madeira. You have to say it with a little more rolling of the R, Madeira. I actually asked our host on that trip, Arlindo Serrao, who's sort of the master of all Portuguese diving. And I asked him, how should I pronounce it? Should I say it the American way, Madeira, or should I say it the Portuguese way, Madeira? And he agreed that since our main market is going to be North America, if we pronounce it the way they're used to hearing it, they're more likely to know what the heck we're talking about than if we use a word that they have never heard before, Madeira. So in our upcoming episodes, you are going to hear me say Madeira. And for all of you people that speak Portuguese, I'm ready. You can hit me with the I'm pronouncing it wrong. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I am doing it for a good reason. So in any case, that is a little discussion on pronunciation. I don't mind your comments where you tell me I'm pronouncing something wrong as long as you're nice. And I'll see you soon in another episode of You Complain, We Explain. Catch you later.